Hello guys, this is Chandlika. Welcome to Learning Ladder of C language. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about if condition statement in deep and within small examples. In previous two tutorials, we have discussed about the if condition statement and nested if condition statement in C language. Now, let's discuss in deep about this if condition statement. How it performs with variable condition statements and variable data types. In previous two tutorials, we are used true and false and boolean data types in the if condition statement. If suppose I am declaring an integer 1, then what the if condition statement is going to do, let's see and come. We are getting if as an output. This is why, because if condition statement will check for the condition whether it is an positive condition, it is an true or false. In C program, any data type is treated as a true, so this condition will treat it as a true condition. Hence it is executing the first printf statement. We are getting if in the output screen. If suppose I am changing it to do 0, let's see an output. We are getting else. So this is why, because in C compiler the designer itself used and some in data types to for the specific operation. In that list, 0 is used for the false condition. So while using an integer 0 in any condition statement, then the C compiler treat it as a false condition statement. If suppose I am using 2 in the condition statement, then we are going to get if as an output. This is why, because C compiler treats all the data types except 0 integer data type is true. If suppose I am using -3, then C compiler treat it is -3 as a true condition. It going to print an if in the output screen. Not only the integer data type, we can use a float in the condition statement. Automatically C compiler treat it is a true condition, so we are going to get if in the output. We can also use a character data type. So the C compiler treat the character data type as a true. This is why, because as I previously specified, the characters in the C is notated with the ASCII values. So this T will return an ASCII value of a character T. So the ASCII values obviously is going to be an integer data type. So this condition will be true. The character should be mentioned in the single quotes. If suppose we are using this T without a single quote, then compiler is going to throw an error. This T is not have a scope to assume it is a character. Now let's see what happens if you are using a semicolon after an if condition statement. So it's showing that else without an if condition statement. This is why, because this if is ended with semicolon, so automatically the next line will be treated it as a normal program. So this else not have any relationship with this if statement. So the compiler is showing an error. Now let's compile it. We are not getting an error, but we are getting an output as if. This is why, because the C condition statement will end with the semicolon. So next line onwards, the C compiler treat it is a normal program. If suppose I am declare a 0 here, as previously said, the 0 treated as a false in the C compiler. Now let's see an output. We are getting if in the output screen. This is why this if condition statement terminated with the semicolon. So next line will be treated it as a normal program. So C compiler will execute from top to bottom. So we are getting the if in the output screen by executing this printf statement. Now let's see what happens if we use semicolon in the else condition statement. Here in the first if condition statement, we are declaring it as a true condition. So it's going to execute in this printf statement. We are getting if. Then what happened? What about this else printf statement? Now we are getting both an output if and else. This is why, because this else condition statement is ended with this line itself. So next line onwards, the C compiler treated is a normal programming execution. Similar properties is applicable for the else if statements also. Now let's see in a small program with the help of the if condition statement. Here I am getting an a in the runtime and checking whether the a is equal to 10. If it is equal to 10, then printf statement should be executed, and this we have to get an output and a is a 10. If suppose a is less than 10, we have to get a is less than 10 as an output. If the both conditions are false, then automatically we have to get an a is bigger than 10. As previously mentioned in the previous tutorials, this comparative operators is going to return an boolean output as a true or false based on this condition we are declared. Here they always the condition statement will execute from left to right. It compare left value with the right. So we are comparing a with 10. So not as 10 with a. So for this reason we are saying that a is lesser 10 or not. I am going to compile it. We are getting, I am going to enter as a 10. We are getting a is a 10 in the output. If suppose I am going to enter 9 and I am getting a is less than 10. Similarly, if I going to enter the greater value than 10, like 11, then we are getting a is bigger than 11. Like this, we can use an if condition statement for our conditional execution of the program. Now let's discuss about a program with if in if. It is not mandatory that in the if condition we can use only the methods. We can also use an inner if condition statement also. Here I am declaring the first if condition statement as 1, condition true, and this inner block I used in another if condition statement. In this if condition statement I am declaring it as a false condition statement, and then with this block going to print an if. After this block I am closing in first if conditional block. After the checking these two if condition statement, I am declaring an else in the another condition, and this else I am printing in printf statement with an else as an output. Now let's see an output by compiling this program. We are getting nothing in the output screen. This is why, because this else condition statement is related to this if condition statement, not to the this inner if condition statement. We have to observe, we have to be clear with that. So while we declaring the true condition in this if condition statement, automatically C compiler treats this else as false. So it's not going to compare with the inner if condition statement with this else. For this reason, the compiler not going to execute this inner printf statement and also this else printf statement too. Now I am declaring false condition to the outer if condition statement and true for the inner if condition statement. Now let's say an output. We are getting else in the output screen. This is why, because while this outer if condition statement is false, automatically C compiler will quit this entire block in the which related to this if condition statement. It start execute from this else. So the C compiler never knows about this inner if condition statement. So it's not going to execute this if condition statement inner side, even though we are declaring it as true. Like this, we can use any number of inner if condition statements. Here first the outermost if condition statement is false, and then this inner if condition statement is true, and the innermost condition statement is true. If suppose I am declaring it is untrue, then let's see an output. We are getting if in the output screen. This is why, because these three if condition statement is true. First the C compiler will check for the outermost inner if condition statement, it is true, so it will start executing this condition block. Then it comes to the next if condition statement. Here we are declaring it is untrue, so it start executing this inner block. Then it identifies another if condition statement, it is also true, so it start executing the this block. So it's going to print it, and after it going to come out of from this entire block. If suppose I am declaring the second inner class as a false condition statement, then let's see an output. We are not going to get any output. This is why, because first C compiler will come to this if condition statement, it is true, then it start execute this block. Next it's come to the if condition statement, this second one, and we declaring it as a false condition statement. It's though, so it's quit the executing this if condition statement, it's going to exit from the program automatically. Hence this innermost if printf statement is not going to be executed, we are not getting any output in the output screen. I hope now we are getting an clear about an if condition statement and a nested if condition statement and inner in if condition statements. So thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to get an for the next tutorial video.